Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. I am also known as the Inventor Lady. And ultimately, my job is to get you teed up correctly so that we can license your intellectual property. Before that, though, before we start negotiating a deal, my job is to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground and keep giving you the reality check. Make sure you're doing next steps and keeping you from drinking the Kool-Aid. All right. And there's, we always joke about it. It's like, oh my God, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Really, please don't drink the Inventor Kool-Aid. The flavors, while they're enticing, they don't do you any favors. So let's talk about some of those flavors. All right. First flavor is you can buy books. Stop buying stupid books. All right. One of them is How to Write Your Own Patent. No, and never. All right. You never write your own patent. It's called pro se. And legally, yes. Legally, you certainly can do it. Can I help you license it if you do it? No. I mean, it's that straightforward. When somebody tells me I did my own, it's like conversation is over. And the reason is these people paid a lot of money to go to a school to learn how to do something that you and I cannot just do after reading a book. Okay. That's the reality. All right. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Right? You don't want to do this yourself. If you're putting all of your financial eggs into this basket of getting a product into the marketplace so that you can either manufacture it and sell it yourself or you can license it, your first step, all right, is to do the right thing by hiring a registered patent attorney. All right. So you want to get an independent search done. The attorney doesn't do the search. All right. We get a lot of people say, well, my attorney did the search. No, and never. All right. It's a conflict of interest. You get an independent company to do the search. All right. The attorney then takes what comes back in the search because let's face it, the attorney wants to write a patent. They get more money for writing the patent. And you don't want to pay them their hourly rate to do a search, for goodness sakes. All right. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. All right. The next flavor of Kool-Aid you don't want to drink is by reading the book that is out there that says you don't even need a patent. That's wrong. It's just flat out wrong. The patent is what allows you to negotiate. No patent, no negotiations. Pretty straightforward. Honestly, if somebody tells you something and you go, that doesn't really sound right, it's probably not right. Because you know what? Ideas are like belly buttons. Everybody's got one. It doesn't matter how cute yours is. I cannot sell it. Right? So, yes, you need to have something in the official that says this is your intellectual property and you have the right to rent it out or to sell it or to tell somebody else you can't do that. It's mine. It is the USPTO that makes that call. All right? Not you. I get people all the time that call me, oh, I've got this idea and it's never been done before. 9 times out of 10, yeah, in some shape or form, it has been done before. It is very unusual that we find something that truly is brand new and novel. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's good for the marketplace. For instance, I had a gentleman just wanted to build this machine that was going to land in the forest and allow you to have a one-on-one meeting with God. I think it's called a church. I said no, but he found a patent attorney to write them a patent. All right. It is not the examiner's job to tell you this is a really bad idea and you shouldn't do it. All right. It's your job to figure it out. All right. Their job is just say if it's new and novel. This was, but it's not going to market. Keep in mind reality checks. All right. Don't drink the darn Kool-Aid. Another one is that companies will license your idea and then they file the patent. Oh, come on now. How silly is that? Throw those books in the fireplace, right? They're making their money off of you buying the darn book, not about giving you good advice. So let's take a look at that. The company's going to file the intellectual property. Then guess who owns the intellectual property? They do. Again, think about these things, all right? Late night commercials. They're going to take your product to market. They're going to make you a millionaire. Wrong, and just wrong. You know, we always laugh about the Inventors' original business plan was have idea, get patent, make money. It doesn't work that way. These companies who advertise late at night charge you a big fee. Their business model is to make money off of you. Their collective success rate is less than 1%. You can find that on Wikipedia. It's out there. Go look yourself. Okay, so we do it one step at a time. If you are having issues with money, all right, and most inventors do at some point, there is an issue with money. You know, that money tree in the backyard, I haven't heard of anybody who actually could take that money to the bank. And so, you know, until somebody actually invents one, guess what? We are all counting our pennies. We're counting our dollars. We are frugal. You've got to be frugal with your money. All right. Secret in life is to not be too greedy. I did that video yesterday. It carries over into this one. You're not drinking the Kool-Aid, and you understand the secret in life is to not be too greedy. All right. But people who start out the door, a lot of times get forced into thinking that in order to get a loan or to get interest from a VC, you've got to be a startup. And that can just be the absolute kiss of death, not only for your product, but for your family's finances as well. Don't go there. I've got other videos that I've talked about that specific issue. I'm sure it will come up more, but you can certainly go down my list and look at the different ones. One is when somebody tells you to write a business plan, walk away. All right. As a beginning inventor writing, you don't have a business yet. How can you write a darn business plan? Again, in your gut, these things should be screaming at you. Okay. Most VCs aren't going to give you money until you've gone out the door with hundreds of thousands of dollars of your own money. For what? For them to tell you no? Just because you spent more money doesn't mean they're going to say yes. Again, listen to what your stomach's telling you. You've got instincts in there. All right. Don't drink the darn Kool-Aid. That's another flavor of fantasy land. So go to my website, download the Inventor's Galaxy Guide. 15-page workbook takes you about 30 minutes to go through it. Watches how the pendulum swings on money to be spent. Then take a look at Archimedes' offspring. It's a funding mechanism. So it's a mentoring and funding mechanism that's going to help you determine, you know what, I really am not going to go out the door with $50, $75, $100,000 of my own money. I would rather be using somebody else's money. All right, Archimedes' offspring. We're going to help mentor you, get you through the right phases, and then be able to say, okay, investors are going to be able to help you get now into the marketplace. And yes, you're going to give up a percentage of what you earn to the investors. But you know what? A percentage of something is still something. 100% of nothing is still a big fat zero. So next week, we're going to talk more about some of the specifics of going through the Archimedes offspring vetting process and what they're looking for. As we have vetted some projects now on that side of helping inventors and mentoring the inventors on what the next steps are, we've got more information to share with you. So watch for the videos to be listed for next week and have a wonderful weekend.